Hey guys, it's Wanda, and today I'm in the laundry room. You can tell this is a really small room. The washer and dryer's here, the pantry's here, and that's the extent of the room. Well, yesterday we had a fire. The dryer caught on fire. It was contained in the dryer, but this room still smells like smoke. And it wasn't a lint fire. It actually burned the sheet and the socks and things that were in the dryer. We checked everything. I had just checked the lint filter. I'm religious about that. I had pulled it out. There was no lint on it. I stuck it back in, turned the dryer on, and went about my business and, didn't think anything of it. Danny, 3 months ago when we bought the new washer, my old washer wouldn't work on cycles. It had kicked out, and it was bought in 2003, something like that. So the washer was older, and the dryer had been bought before 2000. So it's an old dryer, 20 years old. Danny had cleaned all the vent 3 months ago. He had taken the dryer, cleaned all the insides of the dryer out and everything, and put it back in. We painted these walls. Everything in here got done 3 months ago. We're going outside. We got to dry clothes. I got clothes right here that pretty much need to go and be hung out. I always keep a supply of clothespins. You never know when you need a clothespin for anything, whether it's putting it on a chip bag, cookie bag, just to have to hang something up in some way, shape, or form. I buy these and keep them. That's part of my prep items. This little bag is my laundry bag. Clothespins. It makes it easy. It zips up. I can take it with me, and we're ready to go hang out clothes. Let's go see what Danny's doing.
Okay guys, we're on the back of the garage back here where we built this shed part over the back porch. And part of the reason for doing this was to have a place to hang our clothes where no dirt and dust falling from the sky is going to get on them. And this is where our clothesline originally was anyway. We just took it down when we built the shed back here. So what we're going to do is we're going to go in here and we're going to fasten to these back posts here. And we're going to run some clothesline wire across here. This will allow Miss Wanda to come out here and actually hang her clothes out underneath here because the wind's usually blowing. Right here we get the sunshine in the morning times, and late in the evening, especially right here, the evening sun comes in perfect. And if it was to rain a little bit or something, the clothes don't get that wet up under here because they're kind of up under the edge of the porch. And plus, once we get the guttering across here and all, that'll be even that much more we won't have to worry about. So we've already determined that our height is going to be up here because Wanda and I is tall. And we don't like to have clothesline down here. We like it up where we can hang it up and they don't have to worry about them touching the ground or So we're going to go ahead and start up here. Now I'm going to actually move it back to the back side of the post and get it as far away from the edge of here as I can and still be, safe in doing so. Wanda and I is all about refurbishing, so we took the anchors out of our last fence post. Clothesline post. I'm sorry, I've been doing so much fencing here lately. I got fencing on the mind.
Just a different type of fencing.
It's a little different.
Same principle.
Same principle. We're just going to reuse our line anchors here. Eye hooks is what they're called. We're going to just put them in the post.
Alright, my GreenStalk planter's watered. These are fingerling potatoes and they're looking awesome in here. Good green color, and I rotate the planter every couple of days, and I'm only watering about once a week right now because it's kind of cool. The moisture's staying in them and you don't want your potatoes to rot. And y'all want to know, it is early morning. What is it, about 6:30, 7 o'clock.
It just turned 7 o'clock.
Just turned 7, so we're out here really early doing this.
We don't want our clothes to shower.
Yeah, they've been sitting in the dryer since yesterday afternoon, so.
Washer.
Oh, they've been sitting in the washer since yesterday afternoon. And once we get clothes hung, I've got to go take and clean the utility room and get that smoke smell out of there.
Yeah, that's a big time issue.
The rooster is really not liking me right now. I think he wants food. Or is he just telling us to get up?
He's just telling us to wake up.
Dude, we're up.
That's what
Hush.
they do in the mornings.
We up. Hush. Did you feed the cows?
Yep.
They won't feed again.
That's just Candy.
Candy said, come feed me again.
Candy does that every morning. She's learned a lot of times if I'm around, so if she stays out there and bellers, I'll go back and give her a little extra.
Yeah, she's a slightly spoiled cow.
She's slightly spoiled.
And this is going to be test of a good clothesline because I have several pair of blue jeans that have to go up. And this is going to be the hottest part of the line. It's going to get more sunshine than anything else. And y'all, I like a balanced clothesline, so I have 2 pair of blue jeans on each side and 1 t-shirt in the middle. Hashtag grow your own food. Nope, it's not
yet.
sagging.
Not yet anyway.
Looks awesome. And so I've got my tablecloth hanging out. You see the wind's already blowing the clothes a little bit, so that means they'll dry pretty good, even though the sun's not out yet.
Yeah, it's kind of partly cloudy this morning.
So they're already starting to dry, which is awesome. And I love my clothesline.
Yeah, it's up under the shade here. You don't have to get out in the hot sun to do it.
Plus, I don't have to worry about my house burning. Alright, these are my green stalks that are still in my mini greenhouse, and they are doing awesome. Everything in them is looking great, but I've got one issue I've got to take care of. See this? Look. This is a radish from Hoss Tools. It's got dirt on it. I don't remember the name, but it was fixing to go to seed and I didn't want it to, so we're taking this radish in and feeding the chickens all these luscious greens. The blue rose, all of it is doing really well. I don't know if it's rooting yet. The chard, the strawberries are putting on blooms. I've still got some lettuce in here. This is doing amazing.
Okay guys, we've had tons of comments about the dryer, about the lint. It was not a lint issue. The dryer did not flame up and was just blowing flames everywhere. The element that there's a switch inside the dryer that controls the heating element. That switch never turned the heating element off. The dryer actually switched off, but the heating element had kept going, and it never turned off, and it just literally got so hot that it caused the clothes in it to begin to smolder. You can see there's no smoke damage around anything here. I mean, no smoke come out of this. There's no smoke damage around the doors or anything like that. There was no smoke coming out around the back of it here. No smoke damage here anywhere. I mean, there was no smoke coming out of anything. I took the cord off of it where I could look down in there. There's no smoke damage down in there anywhere. It was just simply the room that it was in is a very tiny room, and the doors were all shut on it. The only thing that was there is a pull-down attic stairwell, and it is sealed off with a cover over the inside top of it. And people were saying, well, why didn't the smoke detector go off? Well, no smoke actually left the room. Me and Wanda, what we were smelling came through the air conditioning vents, because there's an air conditioning vent in that room, and what little smoke went up into the air conditioning vent from the room literally made its way, the scent made its way around through the house. That's why we were smelling it and we weren't seeing any smoke, is because there really wasn't a lot of smoke involved in it. Now, when we figured out what it was, we got into the room. We still didn't see any smoke when we got in the room. And when I pulled the attic stairwell down, when I climbed up the attic stairwell, I got right at the top where the ceiling line was, and I sensed and I could see a little smoke right there at the fluorescent light. It was a very thin layer of it, and it had done basically dissipated what little was there. So this was mainly a smoldering issue inside the dryer. Also, there is absolutely no smoke damage in the room. All the walls are fine. I mean, everything in there is fine. And I had just previously, when we changed the washing machine out 3 months ago, while I had the opportunity, I took the dryer out because I had to move it to put the washing machine in. And I took a vacuum cleaner. I went through this thing and vacuumed it out all under in it. I cleaned out all the dryer pipes, everything that was in it. I vacuumed and cleaned everything up, because I'm going to be honest with you. Wanda gets a little tired with me because I'm very anal when it comes to being about a dryer or something. Because being in the construction business, I saw more houses burn from gas products, gas dryers, gas stoves, gas hot water heaters. I have had to go back and fix so many homes with people who had gas appliances. I will not have one in my house, simply for that reason. This dryer right here is an electric dryer. It's just a standard 30 amp receptacle in the house there. It is a Kenmore. It's called a 70 series. This dryer was bought by me and my wife that passed away back in, she bought it in 1998. She and I were married in 2000, and when we moved to this location, we brought her dryer and her washing machine with us, and literally, this is the one from 1998. So it's guys, it's just old, and you know, I'm surprised it made it this long. They don't make them like they used to make them. So just to answer a lot of y'all's questions and clear up a lot of stuff, wasn't lint. It was a mechanical failure in the dryer, and no smoke damage in the house, no smoke damage in the room or anything like that. Only thing is you could smell it for a while because it got in the air conditioning vents. That scent did from the, we figured out what made the scent so bad. Wanda had a pair of socks in there that had polyester and all in with them, and they had actually melted like plastic. And that is what we found to be where the strong odor was coming from. The sheet was just simply a cotton sheet that just smoldered until it just turned to ash. So that wasn't what it was. It was the socks that made the horrible smell, we figured out.
So now we're going to start cleaning this. The room smells like smoke, and there's not much you can do about it. I've tried on guard, and sprayed it down, wiped it down the walls, and it still smells like smoke. In 1985, I went through a house fire. Our house caught on fire while we were gone, and it did not burn down, but it burned the attic, and it messed up all the ceilings, it messed all the furniture up, it messed everything up. It smoke damaged everything, and fire damaged a lot because the whole attic was on fire. From that, I learned a hard lesson. We had an electrical fire, but it's hard to get smoke out of anything. And one thing we did, we washed all of the towels and sheets and things that were in cabinets that were not damaged other than smoke. We washed them in vinegar. Sometimes it took two loads, but it took the scent out. I had brand new sheets, brand new towels, things like that. And I didn't want to just pitch them because they looked fine, but you couldn't get the smoke. Just regular washing wouldn't take it out. So we washed them in vinegar. And we were told if we would spray all the wood, take all the paneling and all that stuff off the walls, spray all the wood, spray the attic and everything with pure vinegar, it would kill it. It would kill the smell. We did that, and we never had a smoke smell in our house ever, and we had a massive fire. So I'm going to take vinegar, and I'm going to be spraying these walls and wiping them down and hoping that I get the scent out of this room. So did you guys notice my t-shirts? Crazy Days. Isn't this awesome? This pretty heart here. Well, Dana Lee from Stellar Days created this for me. She created a Crazy Days and a Deep South t-shirt. And I would like to put her link in the description below. And if you guys are interested in t-shirts that has Crazy Days or Deep South on them, you can purchase those, or you can contact her and ask for t-shirts of your own with your own names, logos, whatever. She loves to make hearts, and all of Stellar Days is a lot of hearts, all kinds of designs, all kinds of things. Just tell her that Wanda at Deep South Homestead and Crazy Days sent you, and use the link in the description below.